mean, I remember I was thinking something like, what would I do and say if a random foreign person asked me about the direction in the middle of the street? I mean, I was so insecure. There are so many perverts in these applications. Try to speak a lot. I mean, you don't need to be afraid of speaking. Of course you will make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. And then I said, for example, the books are so Thai. I wanted to say thick, but instead of this I said Thai. For me, the most important thing for a country is its education system. It's kind of sad for me because why did I waste my time with all of these lessons? For example, derivative, integral, I don't have them in my life anymore. The thing is, there's always an exam at the end of the process. Herkese merhaba, ben Eylül. 20 yaşındayım. Ankara Üniversitesi Hukuk Fakültesi 2. sınıf öğrencisiyim. Bu kanalı açmamın sebebi aslında İngilizce ile ilgili yaptığım şeyleri sizle paylaşmak istemem. Ama bunların hepsini İngilizce olarak yapmayı planladım. Yani bu kanal aslında İngilizce bir kanal olacak. Ancak bir arkadaşım YouTube'da zaten bu tür içeriklerden çok fazla olduğunu, yani İngilizce geliştirme videoları, daha doğrusu dil geliştirme videolarının çok fazla olduğunu, bunun dışında farklı videolar da çekebileceğimi ama İngilizce olarak yapmamda bir sıkıntı görmediğini söyledi. Yani diğer videolar hakkında çok bir fikrim yok şu anlık. O yüzden fikirlere tamamen açığım. Çok da mutlu olurum. O zaman kısa bir şey söyleyip hemen İngilizce olarak anlatmaya başlayayım. 3 ay öncesine kadar İngilizce ile ilgili hiçbir kursa gitmemiştim. Sadece 1 yıl bir özel okul deneyimim oldu. Onun dışında hep devlet okulundaydım. Hala da devlet okulundayım. Mükemmel bir İngilizce eğitimi aldığımı söyleyemem. Ben de birçoğunuz gibi okulda öğrenmeye başladım bu dili. Seviyemi de 3 ay önce gittiğim kursta öğrendim. C1 seviyesinde olduğum yani. Bu arada şu an C2'yim. O kadar uzun zaman geçti ki yani ben bu videoyu çekmeyi çok önceden planlamıştım ama bugüne nasipmiş. O zaman geçiyorum. Bu arada ana dilim olmadığı için bu dil elbette hata yapacağım. Yani kesin yapacağım. O yüzden çok takılmayın. O zaman daha fazla oyalanmadan İngilizce olarak neler yapmanız gerektiğini ya da benim neler yaptığımı anlatmaya başlayayım. First of all, everyone who knows more than one language recommend us learning a language by listening, reading. I totally believe this because everyone says this. I'm following someone on Instagram. His username is Turkish Polyglot. By the way, polyglot means a person who writes, speaks, reads a number of languages. So he's able to speak 8 different languages. And he posts things that catch my attention. According to one of his articles, at Berkeley... Well, it really sounds like broccoli. Okay. According to one of his articles, at Berkeley University, a research has been done by using artificial language. And in this research, a group of people has studied grammar, and another group of people has studied by listening. And then both of the groups have tested out. It has been observed that the group which has studied by listening was more successful than the group which has studied grammar. So I think the best way of learning a language is listening, and this is actually how we learn our mother tongues. But unfortunately, we all start learning this language in our schools with grammar, which is the most boring one, and there's a curriculum that teachers need to follow, and I don't think we spend enough time for speaking, listening. I mean, we've been educated since like 4th grade, since the 4th grade. We should have at least been B1, B2, but we're not. And I saw this on Turkish Polyglot's Instagram page. The percentage of English speakers in Turkey is 17. Not 70, it's 17. I was an insecure person about talking in a different language. I mean, I remember I was thinking something like, what would I do and say if a random foreign person asked me about the direction in the middle of the street? I mean, I was so insecure. And then I decided to download applications to meet foreign people, to talk with them. And then I downloaded Tandem, Hello Talk, and I've met really nice people there. You know, from Australia, America, but I don't think these applications are so safe. There are so many perverts in these applications, and you know, the applications need to do something about this, I think. I mean, they don't need to do it, they have to do this. And I saw something like some users are, you know, sharing their locations. I mean, please don't share your personal stuff in these applications. You know, it's kind of dangerous. Okay, so, well, I can talk about this. For me, the most important thing for a country is its education system. There are so many lessons that students hate and can't even understand, and there isn't an effort to make these lessons like easy to understand. And also, there's one more thing. The most of the thing we took in, for example, high school, we don't use it now. I mean, what is the point for me to take these lessons if I will never use them in any part of my life and forget it quickly? For example, I was a person who was really interested in maths, and I tried so hard to get a great score to get into law school, and I did. Now my department is law, and I don't have like even a simple math in any of my lessons. I mean, this is sad because I tried so hard to, it's kind of sad for me because why did I waste my time with all of these lessons? For example, derivative, integral, I don't have them in my life anymore. I don't remember anything about them. The thing is, there's always an exam at the end of the process. We are all learning things to pass the exam, and this is the reason why we forget everything quickly. I'm saying this because same thing happens in English too. For example, the course that I'm going right now cares so much about speaking. We have a book to follow, but besides that, we have so many hours for speaking. We're speaking with a teacher about regular life or significant topics. And this is what we should do in our schools. I mean, of course, I'm talking about like primary school, middle school, high school, but we don't, because we don't have time for it. Finally, I can talk about what I've been doing to improve my language for years. I've read so many things, and like books, paragraphs from internet, news, and there are so many websites about this, by the way. For example, breakingnewsenglish.com and newsinlevels.com has so many news that you can read on your own level. And I recommend you that you can... Okay, I can't. I recommend you to read news a little higher than your level, so I think it helps you to improve your language. And also, I read out loud, the ones in English, of course, because I think it makes my pronunciation better. And there's one more website that I can recommend you. Actually, my teacher recommended me like a month ago, so I can't say that I've been using this website for years. It's TED Education. There are so many videos in this website, and after the videos, by the way, they're interesting, and after the videos they're asking questions if you you know, if you understood it or not. But especially breakingnewsenglish.com is a really productive website. There are so many questions and vocabulary about the news that you're reading. And yeah, you should definitely check it. Okay, the second thing is, try to speak a lot. I mean, you don't need to be afraid of speaking. Of course you will make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. And I actually have two memories about this that I can't forget, so I will tell you these. The first one is, in the first class of my English course, and it happened 3 months ago, we were introducing ourselves. And the teacher asked me why is being a law student is hard, and I was explaining to him, and then I said, for example, the books are so tight. I mean, I said tie. I wanted to say thick, but instead of this, I said tie. So...
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
That was the most embarrassing moment for me because I said this in front of so many people, and they were probably like, what? And the second one is, it actually happened in high school. It's been years and I still can't forget this. I was reading a paragraph during the English lesson, and my friends were sitting next to me, and there was a word beaches. You know, we all know beaches, and I read it like, I pronounced it like, or I can't say. You know, I said, I should have, or I can't. I should have said beaches, but instead of this, I said bitches. You know. My friends started to laugh. They laughed out loud. And of course, my teacher didn't say anything about this. I think she probably couldn't. Alright, these were two horrible memories from me. I hope I will never have something like this again. Okay, the thing I'm saying is, don't be afraid of making mistakes. I mean, no one cares. There's one more thing that I want to recommend you. It might sound a little funny, but I do this all the time. I think it's really productive. It's, you know, it's really efficient. I speak to myself all the time. I talk to myself all the time. In English, of course. I find an interesting topic, and I talk about it. Of course, there are so many words that I don't know when I'm speaking, and I'm looking for the English versions of these words during my speech. And with this way, you're improving your speaking skills, and also you're learning new words. And I think you should definitely try it. Alright, I don't have anything left to say. So, okay. It was nice to be in here. It was my first video. I was really nervous. Maybe you've realized this, I don't know. I'm doing the classic now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, I hope you like this video, and I hope you can improve your language. And okay, see you next week.